Eurovision 2022. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle. I'm ready to go. Eurovision fam. Are you ready for the show? Hello, Eurovision fam. Okay. Is my camera just not going to work? I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. Okay, my camera is working. Hello, Eurovision fam. Welcome. We are here in the press room in Turin, Italy. I have been here since the rehearsals, and we did semifinal 1 together. And now it's time to hop into semifinal 2, which I do believe is our semifinal of death. Hey, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I am Alesia Michelle, your favorite American Eurovision fan. Yes, I'm saying it. I'm getting hopeful, I think. I'm getting hopeful. No, but if you love the Eurovision Song Contest, what are you waiting for? You definitely want to make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channels, because then you get to have conversations with us and everything. And I'm ready to just dig into this. I watched the rehearsal, and yeah, all right. Thank you so much. I am excited for this semi. I'm looking forward to seeing how things shake out for Cyprus today. This will be interesting. Hello, hello. Okay, we already got some support for Cyprus. We've got some questions about predictions. We will get to that, I promise you. Got some people hoping for Brooke, of course, of course. Even more, do I think we have a chance we will get to that? Hello, Lido. Love the pink jacket. Thank you. Had to come up in here styling and profiling. Can't be talking about fashions without serving fashions. That's my rule. Can't talk about it if you can't serve it to a certain degree. Okay. Okay, someone already trying to put some support out there for Cyprus. All right, all right. Okay, well, before we get into this, I actually thought it would make sense, and I won't be doing the stream all by myself. I will have someone join me. Just as a disclaimer, we've been having some really flimsy internet in the press center. I don't know if I'm sat in the wrong spot. Maybe I should have picked a better spot to sit at. But yeah, we've been having some spotty internet, so sometimes like my camera will just like check out, which kind of sucks. But all right, I'm gonna share this all with you so then you all can remember what we started out with. So before I saw the rehearsals, I had to do my predictions video. So it's fun to do those because you're really honing in on the studio cut. You're looking at sort of momentum in the fandom, maybe even sometimes looking at YouTube plays on videos. So this is where I was at before. We are going to edit this. And honestly, I think I'm going to make more changes to this than I did to my semifinal 1. I think. We're going to see. We're going to go through this. So I know some of y'all already got comments, questions, and whatnot. Yeah, so I hope Finland got it together so we won't open the semi with garbage vocals. Look, that's what I said. That's what I said. Maria, thank you. Hello, Derek from Sweden. All right, so we're starting this stream early so that we can really get into these predictions. And again, I watched the rehearsal earlier today, and so yeah, we're really gonna get an opportunity to talk about what I sort of have presented here, and we're gonna touch on each entry. So again, from the press room, I am going to be giving you what I have seen in the rehearsals, how I've seen people improve, and where I really think we're at. All right. Montenegro could be a shock wall. Well, let's see what I say. Okay, so this is, again, we are editing this. This is what I had before. This is what I had before. This is also, too, remember, this is not really what I wanted to see happen. We talked about that in the original video. This is not what I wanted to see happen. This is what I thought was most likely to occur. So we kind of freeze this in time. I think that these are really the predictions that I hold myself against. And like I said, honestly, my predictions tend to be better than what I'm about to do right now. So it begs the question, maybe why am I changing them if for the most part my very first predictions tend to hold true. So if you're just joining, we're going to get into this now, and we're going to kick off with our show opener, which is Finland, and I'm going to be real. Finland, I am moving it, so I'm already kicking off with a change. I'm putting Finland on the fence. It wasn't on the fence before. It was likely in, but I'm putting it on the fence. I will say this, they have this element of it, and honestly, I might move this again, so bear with me. Finland, for purposes of now, I'm putting it on the fence. I don't understand the balloons. I don't know why we're not getting the wonderful animation that they did at UMK, even though since the LEDs weren't working, maybe the cartoon wouldn't have been a thing, but I think we could have played around with the cartoon on the LED floor, and we're just not doing that at all. So I just moved Finland to borderline. Israel's staying right where it's at. I think Israel's likely in, and I know that that's controversial for some people, but the thing is, this show is extremely slick. We have a vocal, we actually have staging, and the package that we have just looks really professional. It just looks really, really well done. It's nothing sloppy about it. I will say what I think hurts Israel is the running order. It comes a little early in the show, and I'm worried about it because it comes so early in the show, but ultimately that's where we're at. Hello, Jorge. You're asking, will Ireland qualify? Well, we're only on act number 2, so we will talk about Ireland when we get there. All right. Next up, Serbia. I am moving Serbia from feels solidly in to likely in. You might ask, what's the reason for the shift? The reason for the shift of likely in is we're not getting a vocal, and I am worried about casual viewers at home. I think the subtitles help this, so I'm hoping that drives home this point. I'm not saying that it's not in, but it doesn't feel as solid to me as it did before, honestly, based off of kind of what happened to Albania, even though I think Albania fumbled the bag a little bit. So that's where I'm at with Serbia. It's not feeling solidly in, but it is likely in. So next up, Azerbaijan. We're going to stay with Azerbaijan, staying in the likely in category. And if you watched my video the first time around, Azerbaijan was on the fence for me. And then through the conversation that we had, I was like, oh no, I'm moving this over to likely in. The reason why it's likely in is the vocal is 100%. They're doing really beautiful storytelling with the staging. My fear for it is that the televote could just absolutely blank it. The televote could absolutely blank it. We'll see. Okay, and then next up I have, so after that we're followed up with Georgia, which is in here, the non-qualification bucket. Georgia is out. And as much as I actually sonically enjoy the song, I don't need it in the final. We don't need it in the final. We've got Moldova, we've got Norway, we've got fun, we've got kitsch, and we'll get to the other one. Now let's move on to Malta. Y'all know how I feel about this song. It's just real generic, and as a result of it being so generic, I really feel like songs like this aren't great for the competition as a whole. I think Eurovision is in a space where it needs to sort of graduate beyond the tracks like this that sort of sound like that X Factor winning song, and this one just sounds so much like that. However, I am moving Malta to the fence. We've got movement here. I am moving Malta to the fence. She sounds really good. Georgia's not really doing too much with the staging, and it's something about it when it comes on, I am what I am, you know. It's just easy to sing along to. It's one of my mother's favorite songs. So Malta, I have moved onto the fence. Next up, San Marino. I had it in likely in, I had it on the fence. but I am now moving San Marino up to likely in. I am moving it up to likely in. It's coming after a break, which I sort of have a little bit of a question mark about it. The thing is, the juries would have to blank this, and I don't think that they are. I don't think the juries are going to blank San Marino. And so that is why San Marino has moved from the bench to likely in. You might be asking yourself, Alesia, well, there's a whole bunch in here. What are we doing? We'll get to it. Moving on to Australia. Australia feels solidly in. I said that before, and it's staying there. Australia is still solidly in. It just is. It comes at a great spot. There is a level of perfection in the entry's imperfections. It's really beautiful. It's a moment. It comes at the right time in the show. Australia is feeling solidly in to me, in particular with what went down on Tuesday. That made me feel even more solid on it. Okay. All right. Hello. Thank you so much. Cyprus is not making it. Guess what? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But we're actually getting there right now. So let's talk about it. Cyprus, I am moving it to the fence. I'm moving it to the fence. This needed to have a flawless vocal for us to get it. We're not getting that. I have heard some versions of it where she's been good, but I've heard more versions of it where it has not been great. So, with that said, Cyprus has moved over. It is now on the fence. Okay. Next up, this is a popular one, y'all. I'm gonna go on. Yeah, some people, I feel it. I know, it's hard. It's hard. But yeah, all of my word on the street is that jury show was not great. It was not great. And I don't know. So, okay, so yeah, let's move on because I am not alone and I need to bring someone else to the stage soon. So let's move on. All right. Ireland. In victorious splendor, I am moving Ireland to likely in. The reason why Ireland is now likely in is because Cyprus has sufficiently fumbled the bag, in my opinion, to allow Ireland to come in. The vocal is flawless. The staging package, it's bright, it's fun. I am moving it to likely in. All right, next up, yes, I know y'all. We need, yeah, I know. Oh, wow. Declan. Hi, Alesia. Thanks so much for everything you're doing. Love watching your videos. Go, Brooke. We are. We are manifesting this qualification for Brooke. Again, Cyprus has sufficiently fumbled the bag. They have fallen. They have fallen. We're not done yet. We're going through. I am editing this from where we were before, so buckle up. We're going on a journey. All right. Okay, so that's Ireland. We have it in the likely in category. Next up, North Macedonia. It was on the bench. It will remain on the bench. I will say, though, at least North Macedonia has figured out how to stage. It has taken years. We can now take them out of our category of countries that don't know how to stage. They really did stage this beautifully, but the song is going to do nothing. Estonia was in likely in. I'm keeping it there. He sounds way too good for the juries to just completely blank it. I also think guy with a guitar that's good looking tends to do well at Eurovision. It tends to do well at Eurovision. I don't think that we're going to see it fall. Next up, Romania. Y'all are going to have to let this one go, I think. I think it's a song that feels a little bit more like a grower. And we have to remember that people at home are not going to have time to have this grow. They're hearing it now. Although it's catchy, although it does have that amazing summer sound, the issue with it is there is like a cleanliness that Israel has, period, that Romania needed. And we're just not getting that. So Romania is coming from the fence to the bench. We're letting it go. We're letting it go. Sure, it is catchy. It is catchy. But it has to look good. It has to look good. And right now, it's just not looking good. Yeah, this is funny. Girl who's playing guitar and is good-looking guy, however. But I don't know why y'all do that. Europe, you tell me why. Because for a man with guitar that's good-looking, it works somehow. Romania's too cliche to jurors. It'll fly. And I think that that's true. I do think that that's true. In Vino Veritas, Romania 100% non-qual at this point. At this point, I think we got to let it go. I think we got to let it go. I would be lying to you if I said that there was, it just doesn't feel hopeful. It doesn't feel hopeful right now. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Poland. Likely in. Likely in. But, y'all, I don't know. I don't know. The way that they've done this, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost it, which is so crazy to say. I think that Australia and Azerbaijan have somehow gotten the edge over early favorite Poland. I think putting him in a suit was the dumbest idea ever. Like, seriously. Like, it was almost like willful ignorance to have him on stage in a suit. Just like, we're going to do what we want to do. Well, we'll see how that works out for you when you don't win. Terrible. I think we'll talk more about Poland. We're going to get back to it. I'm putting it in likely. I'm still putting it in likely based off of what happened on Tuesday. I think the vocal could still be elevated. I will also say the way that they put this in the running order actually isn't great. And I thought that this had an opportunity to shine with where it's at, but it almost ends up being like this block of wanting to go to the bathroom. I think it's a dip in the show. It's odd. It's odd. Let's see. With Poland, I feel the fandom has been living in an echo chamber. Maybe. Artush, I never liked Poland, never got the hype around it. Well, Poland monotone. Okay. Oh, what do we see? More than happy to let Poland go, to be honest. Just doesn't do it for me as a song. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Montenegro. I had it on the bench. It's staying there. I'll tell you what kills this. Even in the recap, there's a moment at the end of it where she does, "We'll die without it," where it looks like she's yelling at us. "We'll die with it." It's like, why are you yelling at me? Like, it looks, I wouldn't have picked that for the recap. But she looks beautiful. I mean, honestly, the dress is great. The staging is actually really nice. Nice atmospheric thing. No. Belgium. The tendency to just stage awfully has continued. I don't know what it is about Belgium. And I don't know what they're doing. But the way that they just, I don't know, it's like as if they don't even care to make it to the final. It's like they're sabotaging themselves. The staging is awful. Like, and I mean, and by awful, I mean, it's fine, but it is doing nothing to serve this song, and it is doing nothing to make it advance. Literally, from the styling to the lazy camera angles to just the stylistic choices of the choreography that they even said. Not to mention the vocal. The vocal. Someone said his final note last night was bad at the jury show. I don't know how, because the final note isn't even that hard. Whoa. Like, it's low. It's not even like a. I don't even really remember it because yeah, no. Yeah, Belgium is a sure non-qualifier. You can't switch from ballad to pop song with that stage and make it work. It's just, they're just not serving. They're just, yeah, they're just not serving it. Wait, what? I swear you're the most honest ESC blogger, not pretending to love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't love everything. Yeah, so Belgium is firmly off of this fence that we had him in because they fumbled the bag with the staging. So it's out. For sure, Shirley in Sweden. I feel good about that. And y'all, come on and get hype. I think Czech Republic is solidly in. It's feeling really good. It looks really, really good. So, if we want to go with this, I think the big changes, honestly, that I made are Finland and Cyprus coming over here and the introduction of Malta as a threat, I think, is kind of where we're at. I think the big piece of San Marino making it in is kind of, that's a leap from where I was. I mean, everybody knows I wanted San Marino and Ireland in, and I always thought it was possible. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I moved this. I'm curious to see, because I do think my early prediction might be more accurate, because I'm not going to lie. I could really see Finland being likely in. Yeah. We're hearing some love for Czech Republic. Sounded like the studio track last night. She's been sounding great since she's been here. It's been great. We should definitely be rooting for Ireland after the rehearsal. It's great. Can Domi get top 3 today? I don't think it's crazy. But I want to bring up to the stage. It's one of my favorites. We're going to talk about this. She can tell me whether my moves were crazy or not. All right.
Hello. Hi, everyone. It's me again. Tired of my face yet?
I don't. It's impossible. Well, yeah. So what? Well, yeah. How do you feel about what I've got popping over here? Because this is the one thing I will say.
Yeah.
Look, I think that Finland is still a threat. I think Finland could stomp out San Marino, in the sense that if people want to be clutching their pearls and people thinking that what Achile's doing is too much, then maybe that happens.
I can see that. I can see where that could be a possibility.
But I think he's then on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think then San Marino's on the fence. It's not like totally out. It's just on the fence.
I know, because it's one of those things where, what is the crowd going to give more energy to? Because I do think that the crowd reaction does influence the viewer as well. And the crowd is going to give more love to Achille Lauro than they are to the Rasmus right off the bat, because they're in Italy.
Completely. So,
as far as what we agree on, you're fuel solidly in 100%. All 3 of those, I have no doubt about qualifying. I don't see a way. And honestly, if those were the top 3 of the semi, would not be shocked either. Once we get the results on Saturday. Looking at your likely in, Israel's got so much energy, and the vocal that we've been getting consistently from Michael Ben David is so good that I see that one as likely in. Estonia, I keep joking, he's got the wine mom vote on lock. he's got that wine mom vote on lock. A lot of people are going to go for that because it's a good looking guy playing a
And
guitar.
and again, as a member of the wine mom constituency, I can confirm.
Yeah.
Because I would pick up my phone and vote for him.
Now, Azerbaijan and Poland, again, because you mentioned, like I was listening in before, so you mentioned that with the results we got on Tuesday, you can see a pathway for both of those to qualify along with Australia. I still feel like if we're going to talk about those two, which one's more likely, I'm going to go Azerbaijan because that vocal is so good, that staging is so good. Poland, I'm lost with what they're doing with the staging. I really don't understand what the idea is.
I will tell you this. With Poland, I feel like they're kind of doing what they had to do. Okay. I think because he's just so stationary, and then they just put him in a stupid suit, which was the dumbest thing ever. He doesn't look like a cool guy. So they had to figure out how they were going to add drama. In particular, we can't forget, Azerbaijan is giving us drama. Yeah. Australia is giving us drama.
As far as the 3 sad boy songs go, I think that Azerbaijan has the weakest of the songs.
I agree with that.
There's nothing in that song that I attach to other than the piano. When I hear the piano, I love it. But that's the only thing I like about the song. Now with the staging, it's just it's beautiful Azerbaijani staging. What do we expect else from that delegation? Serbia, I'm tempted to put into solidly in. I'm tempted.
No, I would not put it in solidly in. And I'll tell you why. I think that we all love it. We all get it. You know what I mean? We look up the lyrics. We're in the bubble. Everybody I have shown this to outside of our bubble is like, what is that? And then when I break it down, they're like, so?
Well, like, I think also with Serbia is that they have enough neighbors in the semi who speak languages that are very similar to Serbian, where like you can understand without having to look up the lyrics what's happening. And that's why I would say Serbia is getting the edge there, because they're not starting at 0. They're starting at, roughly.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But again, think about how many times I cannot put it and feel solidly in for me off the back of Telemovela.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was going to be top 3 at the final.
Yeah, no, Telemovela I still am burned by. I'm still upset that that to us.
I know, we got to stop talking about it, but truly. So, look, I'm sorry, but Serbia was weird the first time I heard it. Oh, it's still weird to you. Okay. You all are going to look silly when Poland wins this semi.
I'm okay with looking silly, but it's not going to happen.
Okay.
I don't have eyebrows on if I take these off, so I'm okay with looking silly.
Yeah, I do think Serbia has. But again, I feel like me saying feels solidly in, feels likely in. I don't know if it's top 3 in this semi. Like before, I was thinking it was. Like before we got here, I was like, because I had it in feels solidly in. Now I'm like, where are we? But again, I still said it's likely in, so I still have it qualifying. So it's not like I'm saying it's left on the table. Let's talk about Cyprus though, because I think that Ireland is stealing Cyprus's spot.
I see a space for both of them personally.
Oh, I don't see it.
With Ireland, I do think it's a stronger entry because it's more impactful right off the bat. With Cyprus, I don't think I don't think she's been singing poorly. And when she's out of tune, it works for me though, because it's not that she's singing out of tune, it's that she's singing on a scale that's other than the Western scale. And there's like just certain cultures that the vocal tradition in them isn't quite what you would expect with a vocal tradition that we get from Western Europe, where the notes are tuned the same way. So that's the kind of vibe I get from Cyprus, so I'm okay with it, because it works for the song and it works for the vibe overall. And it's not like there's a wide range that's there. It's that it has a mood and it's very atmospheric to me. Like when that song
I agree with that. No, this is the thing. I love the song. I think that it did not have the hype that typically Cyprus has had in the past. And
Yeah.
so I think to sort of remind folks and add that dimension of hype, this vocal had to be completely right, and it just hasn't been. That's the problem. Like, it just hasn't been. And I think someone said, I see Cyprus getting more jury votes than Ireland. Not if the vocal was not together. Brooke has not served this with a bum note ever. Since we have been here, every single run, every single rehearsal, it was spot on. Didn't nobody fumble the bag on the choreo. And the staging package that Ireland has given her is really nice. It's really, really nice.
When I look at Cyprus, no, I'm sorry, when I look at Ireland, I just can't help but think of, like, got my Spice Girls t-shirt on, and I'm getting Spice Girl vibes, and that's always a bonus for me. It's just like the choreo, the song, all together, excellent.
All right. So I think the next thing too that's notable is, look, I do think I still am digging my heels in off my original prediction. When I saw the rehearsal yesterday, I was like, I actually think Finland's getting through. I felt that. After experiencing it, I was like, oh, I think Finland's getting through. But then watching the run of the show, I was like, I don't think we get Finland and San Marino. Finland comes so early. Also, Finland is, the Rasmus people, there's some expectancy there. I think that it's real. And there's something about it that looks really professional. Like, the Rasmus is staging, it looks very professional. It seems like we have, like, a professional group. So then I will also say this. Let's say Israel falls, but we get Ireland.
I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that, honestly, if I'm being completely transparent there. It's just like,
I don't know. Enrique, I'm not in an Estonia doesn't qualify world. I don't know. And maybe I should be.
I mean, there's a lot of wine moms in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of wine moms. And
yeah,
Estonia has qualified with less.
Correct. Yeah. And then what else? And then we got to talk about Malta. I think Malta could qualify.
In the what? That's nice category? Like, oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. That's pleasant.
Georgia didn't do what I thought they were going to do with the onstage presentation.
Yeah.
They they're not really giving us 2016.
No. If they were, then I would be like, oh yeah, Georgia's 100% in. Like, no, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, not even that it's in, but it would have been enough to mute Malta. But what they're doing is not enough to mute it.
Like, the thing is with Malta is, like, it's just so middle of the road. Like, and I'm thinking back to Tuesday, what happened on Tuesday. Because I would say the same thing for Denmark, where Denmark is a very middle of the road song. It's a song that's nice enough that juries are going to give it points. And it's nice enough that televote would go, okay, yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't offend anybody, and Malta does that.
So this is why I say I'm not putting Malta in. I'm definitely not putting Malta in. But I am putting it on the fence because it's a threat. The crowd is responding well to it. In the arena, they know Emma.
Yeah.
The cute girls are liking it. But I said it could be a threat. I am not putting it in. I'm not putting it in.
If it qualifies, it's 10.
Yes.
And it's going to get more jury. It's going to get way more jury than televote, because that's what Malta does. Malta can pull in the jury. It's the televote they always struggle with.
So ESC topless, I think the semifinal will be more straightforward with San Marino being the biggest surprise. It's just hard for me to see it in that way because I do think we have been talking about San Marino qualifying really all along. I've always seen the math for it. I have always seen just the straight up math. Germany's jury is going to give it some love. The UK's jury is going to give it some love. I actually think Ireland's jury is going to give it some love. Georgia's jury is going to give it some love. I could see Czech Republic throwing it in there too. Finland's jury. Australia's jury. Like, I literally am like, this one is going to get a smattering of points from sort of these Western places. Western European, is that what we'd say?
Western European.
I just see it. I just see it.
The English speaking. And the thing is, they have enough English speakers in the semi that I can see, because they're going to attach to the weird little off points that are in English.
Yeah. All right. We have 5 minutes to the show, and I'm going to be bringing someone else to the stage. All right. Another fammer in the building. It's Sarah. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Alesia? How are you, Lily?
I'm good. I am excited for the semi. I'm not going to lie.
We have a good question. Do we think San Marino will do better than Finland with the juries? Here's the crazy thing. I think that that's possible. Because let's be real. The way that Europe treats Finland is, I don't get it. I think that Finland has done some dope stuff. And then when I look at the numbers on the other side, I'm just like, y'all are just not seeing it for this country. And I'm so confused.
Here's the thing.
Does bring some great stuff to the stage. San Marino, I think, is going to do really well.
Well, yeah, and then when it comes to Finland this year, I think as a composition, Jezebel is an excellent song. My issues with that song all lie lyrically, but that's not going to matter if English isn't your first language. So it's just one of those things where, as a composition, I do think Jezebel is very strong. And if I was a juror sitting down to vote, I would be looking at the composition too. And if we're doing composition versus composition, I'm going to go ahead and give Finland the edge over San Marino. And that's just completely taking my personal taste out of it.
I think that San Marino, I think it's I was thinking that we wouldn't get both. Yeah. But in sitting here poking at it, I'm like, Achille Lauro, established artist. The Rasmus, established artists. Maybe the both of them, maybe it's not high, maybe it's not top 5 with some of these juries, but maybe it is edging in that lower tier.
Yeah. I mean, that's what because here's the thing. I know the Rasmus because I was a Rasmus fan back in 2003, 2004, whatever. They're both established artists, but Achille Lauro's had more hits since, he came on the scene. His hits are more recent, whereas with the Rasmus, their hits are more in the past.
I mean, y'all, we're gonna get into the show a little bit soon, but I did just want to throw up here. So we did a lot of movement during this discussion, and I just want to show people before the show starts that we've put Malta. So Malta moved up from the deck to the fence.
Yeah. Okay.
We moved Cyprus from likely in to the fence. The vocal wasn't what it needed to be. I do think that sound is still a sound that we kind of need in the final.
Yeah.
I have Finland on the fence, but Finland is our threat position, where it's like they could just snatch it out. I will say I want to move Israel over here. I want to move. Well, actually, this is how we're going to move it. Azerbaijan, I feel pretty confident, likely in. Serbia, I feel pretty confident, likely in. At this point, I feel I think Poland might be a little bit in jeopardy, likely in, but I think it's in a little bit of jeopardy, just because it's like, okay, this is our third male ballad.
Yeah.
And, and I think the way that it is being served, I don't know if this is the best way that they should have served it. I think Ireland is in the most precarious situation on our likely in kind of category, in my opinion. Estonia, I'm kind of getting like this, I shouldn't say like an Iceland vibe. Israel, I think it's in, but I do think it's precarious. So this is sort of our precarious bucket.
Yeah.
But this top tier here, it's like, look, I think it's more likely than not going to be in. So just leave this here. You know, Azerbaijan, more likely than not, we're thinking to be in. Serbia, more likely than not to be in. Estonia, as much as people are like, I think we're picking at it, it's more likely than not to be in. And then we've got Poland, San Marino, Israel on that last kind of teeter, and Ireland's the one that sneaks in thanks to Cyprus fumbling the bag. And Finland, honestly, Finland could take out Ireland. Finland could take out San Marino. Finland could take out Israel. And that's about it. Finland could take out any one of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's sort of what I've laid
Yeah.
out. I don't know. Don't get Australia being a sure qualifier. I understand why people are kind of like, why do you think it's sure? I'm telling you, when you watch the run of the show, it feels like, it just comes at the right moment, and it's like, yeah, this is in. If Switzerland was in, this one's in. That beautiful Sacha Jean-Baptiste staging, the vocal that is perfect in all of its imperfections. It's just, yeah. Someone saying Finland is out. Look, it could be. That's why we've moved Finland to the fence. And really, I have Finland more so on the fence because it comes early and because of historical precedent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really the only reason why I'm like, I think we were all just kind of thinking like, oh yeah, like it's just in. It's the Rasmus. Like, it's just in. I don't know.
But like, and then I'm thinking like, because think about this. With the Rasmus, the last time they had a hit song outside of Finland was like 18 years ago. A lot of people in chat weren't even born yet.
All right, well, our show is really officially starting. So let's begin to hop into this opening number, which I will say, I really, really like it. It has endeared me to our third host a little bit more, and I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Lily, do you want to explain to people what Chicky Chicky is from? Because some people in the press center didn't know, and I had to tell folks.
Oh, people don't know Chicky Chicky? Okay. So that is Spain forever and a half ago. But it was like this, it was like Spain had sent this guy with like a pompadour and a guitar toy. And it was just like this like silly little song. It's like an old Spanish Eurovision entry, y'all. Yeah, this is a cute opening.
I love this.
I think it's so divisive. Some people like it, some people don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking it. Well, I'll tell you, if you didn't like this one, you are not gonna like the duet between Mika and Laura. I just kind of felt like y'all are hosting Eurovision and you're singing some like serious like song as the interval. Like it was boring. It wasn't really
Oh,
that
no.
great. And then it morphed into this stupid message song.
Mika
Miss
has some
me.
good songs. You guys can have him sing one of his upbeat ones. I will say this: she has some great arms. Laura's arms are excellent.
I think I'm on like the 5-second delay from Peacock.
Yeah, we're like a little bit behind you. I like that they keep putting them in like such bright colors, though.
The arms, the colors.
Yes, I like the magenta with the bright yellow.
I will say though, I really do not like the color grading that the EBU broadcasts with. It always makes the white girls look washed out for some reason. It's lacking in warmth. Like they literally are shooting it with like a cool tone,
Yeah,
and I just think some warmth would be nice.
it's making me think of the lighting at Fick. Fick always has lighting like that too, and it's like it makes you look. I don't want to say anemic, but that's like the word that comes to mind when I see that lighting. It's just not. It's not good lighting.
Just way too pale, but
Yeah, it's like you look a little sickly there. Let's get some, and you don't want to over bronze because then you look crazy. Yeah,
I mean, like Mika looks good, but he has color, you know.
yeah. He's got a tan. He's Lebanese. He's got color in him. So it's like it that yeah. I don't like that color grading either.
I can say though, I'm loving Italy hosting. I love their host.
Yeah, they made some good choices with hosting.
Oh, they did. They absolutely did. And just the water on the stage, I'm still just mesmerized.
It's all very charming.
I still feel I'm starting to get that moment where it's like, okay, it's real. We're gonna lose what 8 songs? 8 songs.
We're losing people tonight.
Yeah, like my top 10 this year was mostly in Semi 1. I made it out with most of my top 10 somehow from Semi 1, and I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed as to how that happened.
For me, and I realized even in this semi, it's true. I only have like 5 songs from each bucket that I need to see qualify. And as long as I get those 5 songs, I really don't care.
I have 3 in this one. Like in this semi, I have 3 songs I really want to see make it through.
This one I have 5. It's for me. I really want San Marino. I really want Australia. I really want Ireland. And I really want Sweden and Czech Republic. Now, I am realistic. I might have to let Ireland go. I'm just having a really hard time thinking San Marino doesn't make it.
I don't know if it's us being delusional, but I need San Marino in that final. Like, it needs to happen, guys.
I need that staging on the grand final stage. Like, it needs to be there.
Oh, yeah. I'm confident. George Paul, yes. Australia is going to pull through. I believe in you guys. I believe in Sheldon very firmly.
His vocal, just yes.
Oh, so Beluga's waiting for the opening closer to make it through. The Czech Republic is on my list of songs I really want to have make it through to the final.
Honestly, I will tell you, and everyone knows that I was a big proponent of Ireland closing the show.
Yeah.
But Czech Republic showed out such a deserving closer. Now, all right, we're going to get kicked off and started with Finland. Let's talk about this when we get back.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Again, we're going to get the balloons, but they just look like professionals.
I cannot stand these postcards.
They're not terrible. They're not my favorite, but they're not terrible. I like the scenery. I like the use of the drones. I do think the act should have been there, though.
Okay, well, we had a little bit of a technical error just happen.
He looks like Pennywise with the balloon at the beginning.
Oh, he does. That's so it.
I have to say, I think he's the bassist on in the band. I like him a lot. He is like really, really smart. Watch him in interviews. He's great.
Yeah.
I'd say the addition or slash replacement of their former guitarist with the woman, I think, is great too. She just looks like a rocker and she's great. She gets to have this moment on stage. Again, it's something about this that looks so professional.
Oh yeah, no, you can tell that they've been doing this for a while.
Oh yeah, it's so clean. It's so put together. It's a rock song. It's a rock performance. Female guitarist just shredding it.
It's nice to see a lady in a rock band who's not the singer or the bassist for a change.
I love seeing a woman on the guitars or the drums, like, not seen often enough.
Yeah, Daniela, I'm on your side there too.
Yeah, so I put in my first batch I had Finland qualifying. After the rehearsal yesterday, I had Finland qualifying. I worry for it because it's the opener. Will it be too early? And is it going to be muted where people are like, I'm picking and choosing my rock? I'm going for the man in the mesh sequin jumpsuit with the cowboy hat riding the bull. But I think what we saw last year is people don't pick and choose. If you're a rock fan, you're going to dial the phone for your rock entries.
And the thing is also with rock music is it's not a monolith, because I'm a rock fan, but like my preference for rock tends to go glam and metal more than any other genre, and math rock, which we're never going to have math rock at Eurovision. It's not going to happen. If it did, you guys would hate it.
The audience is loving Israel.
Okay. We're just about to get him on the YouTube stream.
Oh, I'm still on the postcards with Peacock. Gotta love it.
I want people to really soak up the way that this is executed and keep it in your mind when we look at Romania. There is a cleanliness, an intentionality, and just expensive quality about this staging, the delivery, and even just the way that every movement is done that we are not getting with Romania. It's something about it where it's just dragging a little bit too much.
Oh, he's purposeful. He's clean. His vocals, say what you want about Michael Ben David and this entry. He is so clean and so on point every time. It's kitschy, but it's amazing and it's doing what it needs to.
This is my favorite part of the song right here, where it's just like vocal drops and it's just the instrumental.
Oh, yes. You can just hear the crowd. I'm pretty sure we've got an Israel going through.
I'll tell you, he is a performer. He is a show boy in the best way. Juries are going to give it love for the cleanliness of the stage show and the vocal.
Yeah.
The execution.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like for me, I don't like the track. Like I find that the production and the instrumental.
We don't listen to the track.
Isn't my taste. But I'm just saying, like personally for me, that's my issues with the song. But I think as an overall package, I see this qualifying. Like it's one of those things where vocally he's great, staging wise he's great. It's a good overall package.
Packaging, vocals. Israel's going. There's no way Israel's not going through. They're getting love.
Now Serbia.
Oh. I can't wait for this. Let's go, Serbia. Is that the audio?
This is the press room.
Oh, yes.
UK commentators need to go back to Latin class. Just saying.
I mean, she's an architect, but that's not where it came from. This is just so impactful. I love it so much.
It's performance art. It's performance art.
It's performance art, but it's performance art to perfection. Like there's impact, there's drama. They stepped up the staging.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting some interesting. This is the Russia 2021 of this year. What?
Okay.
You know what? I kind of see it. Both have a distinct aesthetic. Both have a very distinct message to them. And you know, I kind of get that.
Okay.
I kind of get where you're coming from.
I think it was more, but I think that one was more accessible because you could listen to the studio.
Yeah, that's
Russian Woman.
Oh yeah. Russian Woman easily. You can listen to that on loop anytime. I think it's just like the distinctive messaging behind each performance that draws the comparison.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said.
And it's accessible performance. Like when I say performance art, it's accessible performance art.
Oh, it is. It's fun. It's interactive. Like the press room loved it.
Well, yeah, but we're all in the bubble. We know it. You know what I mean? Like we know it. How are people at home who heard this for the first time? That's the question, I think.
That's fair.
I think got Azerbaijan.
My first listening, I attached to Serbia pretty quickly.
You know, before Tuesday, I might have thought Azerbaijan would be in trouble. But after Tuesday's results, I kind of was like, oh, it's happening.
100%. 100%. It's like Tuesday made me rework how I felt about Azerbaijan's qualification odds.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the rat tail, though. You have to have the rat tail for Jedi Padawan.
He's going full Jedi here.
Before we get into this vocal moment, I mean, just go on and take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I mean, singing from his side, going to standing up.
His vocal is so good.
He's so clean.
He's such a good singer. He's such a good singer.
Amazing vocals.
Yes. Oh, no.
This is one of the sad boy ballads that I want to see.
Yeah. This is qualifying. Like.
Yeah.
The song doesn't really. I don't like the song personally, but that voice especially at that end when he really goes crazy on that vocal.
Yes.
It does give me a couple of goosebumps there.
And then also, if we think of Elner from
Yeah.
Azerbaijan in the past, when I heard his performances before, I was like, oh, that's what he does. Yeah, this semi is the one. I think I've been telling people, I was like, even though there are some songs I think I love a lot in semifinal one, this is the show. This is the show. All right, and we've got Georgia up next.
Semi 2 is kind of the bloodbath. It has a lot of power behind it.
Nothing kinda about it. It is the bloodbath.
It's the semi that's get a lot more entertainment happening in it.
Yes, this is the gladiator arena of the semis.
Yeah.
And then the finals is the movie Gladiator. There's going to be blood and we're going to be entertained.
I'm the same way. I love Georgia, but I don't think it's going to qualify.
I love this song. It's so funky. I love the steampunk and just fun aesthetic, but I don't know if it will. I don't think we're seeing it in the finals.
I will say there is like a missed vocal moment in this that once I like discovered it, I got really annoyed. So listen.
Yes, right, yes.
You know. Yeah, I feel like
I want it there.
I mean, and that could have been something people could latch on to, like the crowd, sing along with it, but yeah. The thing is, it's not bad, it's just not advancing. It's just not advancing. That's, I think.
It works better as a studio cut, probably, than as a
I love the track.
show.
Yeah, I love the track.
Yeah.
All right,
They're just
what are
such a
your
playful
favorites so far?
So far, probably Serbia stands out to me. But again, I'm in the bubble.
See, I love Serbia, so yes, in the bubble for sure, but I love what Israel did. Like, just the staging was so clean and he's such a performer. Like, you can't help but see the just charismatic way that he just steals the stage and say what you want. But Israel did amazing.
Oh yeah, no, like the state, like as an overall package, Israel's fantastic. Like it's a good package. He's a great performer, sings it wonderfully, danced his butt off. It looks so
Showman.
clean, so slick.
Chauvin.
Not a single point in the choreo where there was not a problem. Like everything hit perfectly. So yeah.
Okay, we got Malta.
Ooh, Malta. The semi is so whiplash. A little bit. We do have a lot of back and forth. Taking mid-show nap. Oh no.
I love how warm the lighting is on the stage here.
Oh, the staging package is beautiful. Like, it looks amazing. Doesn't take away from the fact that the song just gets buried in between the shuffle that we have in this running order.
Oh no, if this was Junior, she would be winning. Number one, Malta's better at Junior than they are at Adult Eurovision recently.
Straight facts. Straight facts. I do love that the sun actually looks like a sun right here. It's golden. It's bringing that warmth to her.
I had that same exact thought. It's like a sun.
Yes, it actually looks like the sun right now. Disney Channel music. Okay, yeah. I could see this in like a High School Musical production.
No, I can't get over, like, what was it? One of the streams Alesia did where someone compared it to like a maxi pad commercial.
Oh,
that's all I hear now.
Yes.
Or antidepressants or a maxi pad commercial.
I don't know. I think like allergy relief medicine too. Just like finally can breathe and just walk through the park again.
I wouldn't have chosen crowd shots there. This is not a song you shoot to the crowd for.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little bit pitchy in moments, and it was never really pitchy before. So I don't know.
That was not her best vocal performance.
No,
it really wasn't.
Vocally, she's usually fairly solid vocally. That was.
I think with Malta, they need all the help they can get. And, because I think the televote tends to not help them.
Yeah. Evidence from last year, Destiny was raw.
I mean, I'm ready to fight somebody over last year.
Oh, that was...
If you guys want to fight, like, if anyone wants to square up over last year,
right
I'm
here.
here.
Hands are ready to be thrown over Malta from last year.
I think Malta is borderline. So just as a reminder of the tweaks we made, we had Malta on the fence, Cyprus on the fence, Finland, but we sort of said that Finland was the one that had most potential to move. It could take out Israel, it could take out Ireland, it could take out San Marino, and that was sort of where we were. Or, oh, no, it's not taking out San Marino. It could take out one of these things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even tempted to move Israel up to feel solidly in at this point.
I don't want to go out on a limb. I feel like I have been telling people that this whole entire season, and everyone was like, you're crazy. And I'm like, look, I don't listen to the studio cut, but, let's see.
Yeah.
Malta just feels very standard X Factor winter vibes. I mean, it does. That's why I had it firmly on the bench before we showed up here. But,
I think it needs to go back on the bench.
After that vocal performance, I'm thinking bench her again.
She has been benched. She needs a water break.
Yeah, the vocal wasn't what the vocal could have been.
San Remo clips are making me laugh. I'm sorry. If you've never watched San Remo, guys, watch San Remo. It is a marathon. You think Eurovision Week's a marathon?
Yeah, we're getting. I will say, Israel's been getting Israel's been getting quite a bit of love in the chat, which I was surprised because, again, like I said, I feel like all season everyone's been telling me no, it's not a thing. All right, we're back. And we're about to get into San Marino.
Oh,
next.
where's my fan at? Here we go. I got mine.
Oh, it's funny. The American commentator for Peacock, there's like everyone in the studios loving Serbia.
Okay.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
cool.
were clapping. Yeah, they went for the full clap.
When I hear step one in a Eurovision context, I automatically start hearing Level of Peace in my head.
Yes.
I have to hear what the U.S. commentators say about Stripper, though. I need to know. So keep me up to
Oh
date
yeah,
on that,
you
Sarah.
know. I'll,
Well, we know Johnny's gonna love it.
Oh, Johnny's
gonna
gonna
love it.
absolutely adore it. He's gonna want to snatch that outfit right off of Achille Lauro. Let's be honest.
That's what I'm saying. It's the live performance for Israel. It's the staging. Everything for Israel tonight it comes down to.
Like studio, I no, but live performance wise, that one's when it gets elevated.
Here we go. We'll see if he kisses the guy or not. Apparently, at the jury show, we got a kiss.
Yeah.
So that is
Which
what I'm watching this for.
Okay.
That's on brand for San Remo performances too.
Okay, but if they're gonna let that happen, then why were they so upset with Albania?
That was a little bit different.
It's different.
Fair.
I have to say, the audience seems a little bit quieter than the one that we had at like the family show. Maybe I spoke too soon.
I think they were just building for the moment.
Yeah.
We got the kiss.
Yes.
Lily, explain to them why the juries won't destroy it. Possibly.
Okay. I'm trying to vibe over here, and you want me to explain why the juries aren't crushing this?
Lily, she's just going for it.
Oh no, I love this
Living.
song. I love this is up my alley. This is so Visual K, and Visual K is my favorite genre of rock music. So I'm like, oh. But yeah, no, the juries aren't gonna trash this. It's gonna get enough jury love. Time for the bull, baby. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah, no, that's a rock show. This
is just a show. It's a performance.
Oh yeah. It looks like an interview.
We're loving it here in the press room.
That wasn't. This is like an interval act. It looks so good.
This is like a finale, just like closing a show, having a great damn time.
Okay, now I can talk about why the juries are not going to completely trash this. So the UK jury, Ireland, Malta is probably going to give it a little bit of love too. The audience is enjoying it. That energy is going to feed back into your crowd. But yeah, like I said, Australia, UK, Ireland, Malta, those 4 alone are going to give this some love. It's going to get the love it needs. I tell you guys. Like, the juries are not going to blink this.
Yes. We've been telling people this, yes.
Oh yeah, no. I've been listening to him since 2019. I mean, I found him through San Remo. But that's so good.
That's such a good performance. Just, there's no way. There's no way.
I have to say, like, I so appreciate this comment, like, because to me, like, so much of I felt like it was art. Like, when I saw it, I was like, this is a thing.
Yes.
Like, there's way too much intentionality behind it. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, everything is really thought out. All the imagery, the styling, all of it. This is not just like, oh, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like,
That's why I use, like, Visual K as a reference point when it comes to that one. If you guys don't know what Visual K is, it's a genre of rock music from Japan where your visual element is just as important as your song. So when you go to a VK, like a Visual K concert, they are putting on a show. The hair, the makeup, the clothing, everything is over the top. And I'm getting that same thing from Michele Lauro, and that's why he won me over as a fan in San Remo. Yeah, no, that one, and it's very rocky.
We have Australia.
It's art. If you want to say Serbia's performance art, San Marino was just art to behold.
Yeah. Okay. Time for
Sheldon.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, 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 yes. Aziz, feel good about your entry.
That voice. That voice.
The vocal here. Oh God, that vocal.
Give me a spoon. Oh.
The ascension of the stairs. This is powerful.
Whew. Oh, that voice.
But y'all was telling me that this wasn't a surefire qualifier when we started this video.
I'm so happy they went for the white instead of the black like they had on Australia sides. Going white on the outfit is so much better. Gorgeous. Ugh. Absolutely
This
8 left, not a single crumb, not a single sauce. That plate is clean.
that so clean, so powerful, so impactful. Just the removal of the mask alone. Oh,
Yeah, I just had the moment of getting nervous because we're on our like halfway mark.
Are we?
Sort of moment,
Oh.
you know.
We've got Cyprus
we've got
next.
Cyprus, we've got Ireland, North Macedonia, Estonia, Romania, Poland, Montenegro, Belgium, Sweden, Czech Republic, and we're just reaching that moment where it's like, okay.
Are there way more? So you've watched it like rehearsals. Are there more breaks in the beginning in the first half than there are in the second half because of all the props?
Here's the problem. If it takes them too long, then they just create a break. And we've never had it completely consistent. Like before, we had like a long break. Like at the rehearsal earlier today, they delayed Australia.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so like, and I think we ended up having an extended break before Cyprus. Like, but they've not necessarily been doing it completely consistent. I love how people are saying this semi is so much stronger. I mean, I kind of agree. I tend to agree with that a little bit.
As an overall package wise, I will say the semi is stronger. For me though, I think that with this semi, it's a lot of good stage shows so far, a lot of good vocals, but the songs I'm not really attaching to as much as I was with semi 1.
Semi 1, I was attached to a lot more of the songs. Semi 2, I'm attached to the show and the performance.
Exactly.
There's a couple in here that I am kind of attached to, like just song and sonically wise, but you know, there's always one or two in there. This is why this is the bloodbath arena. Nobody came to just show up. They came to play and play hard.
Yeah, that clapping I'm not down with, y'all.
I love that the audience wants to participate, but like, just let it be, guys. Let it be.
I love the fact that we have like such a direct art reference with the staging choice here.
Oh, it's so you can't misinterpret this at all. Yeah, the water, the staging it's purposeful. It's all on purpose, and it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, this is the birth of Aphrodite. I'm going Aphrodite instead of birth of Aphrodite.
Yeah,
100%.
it's the birth of Aphrodite.
But it's like a sexy version of it.
It's the modern sexy take of it. I mean, Aphrodite was supposed to be sexy anyway. She's
exactly
goddess of beauty, goddess of love. basic vocals here.
Yeah.
Y'all. I think the
What?
chat spoke. I think the chat spoke. Come on now. Again, be cool with letting Cyprus go, because if we let Cyprus go, we're gonna pick up Ireland.
I mean,
You
I
know?
see a pathway for both of them still, but yeah, no, with that one, here's my thing is also when it comes to vocals. If I'm being sufficiently entertained, I don't pick on the vocal as much, because, I mean, I'm here for the entertainment factor and the songwriting aspects, personally. If, like, I'm not distracted, I'm okay with it. Oh, yes, Brooke time. I'm sorry, I'm excited for Brooke now.
I love Cyprus. Am I delusional and hoping that they're going to the final? Yes. Am I sure Ireland's going in? Probably.
I also don't know,
Let me mourn Cyprus. Let me have my Cypriot moment.
Oh, I have to send a message to someone. Hold on.
This is so Spice Girls, and I love it so much.
Just burn them all. You cry for hours, always putting me down. Well, I got news for you. You say I'm using you now. Hey, stupid, that's rich. When it's coming from you, and that's rich. Okay, sorry.
Everything about this is perfect.
That's rich. You think I just defeat you, and that's rich.
At least it's you singing and not me, so let's be happy for that.
Right? Alesia coming through with vocal.
I make a bust out of clarinet.
I'm so proud of Brooke, though. Like, her vocal and her just performance has gone on a journey of just pure growth.
She sounds good. She looks good. She is serving us not only an excellent song, excellent choreo, but straight up personality. And it's so hard to convey personality.
Brooke is just like one of the most charismatic people there, hands down. In general, she could sell, someone living in like Alaska ice. Like,
oh yeah, no, I'm buying whatever she's trying to sell me. 100%.
Exactly. This is the powerful like girl group just performance of the show. I love it.
That was great. That was great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was perfect.
Favorites so far. Favorites so far.
Look at her go. Nah, she was having the time of her life. I was having the time of my life watching her. Loved it. Loved it. Yeah, I'm so happy for Ireland.
Yeah, so what are your favorites so far?
Ireland. I'm sorry, I don't mean to have recency bias, but that was great. Loved Ireland. Loved San Marino. those are probably my personal standouts at this point.
Just flagging, we're about to get North Macedonia now.
Okay. Exactly, Samuel. Exactly. Ireland could be proud of that. Oh, I love Andrea's styling here. Like, that was the right choice.
She could wear almost anything and make it look amazing.
She has such that cool girl vibe to her.
She's such the cool girl.
Again, I mean, I think it's nice that North Macedonia has finally figured out how to stage something, because I was getting sick of them. You know, so it's nice that they're on a nice little consistent stream of staging well.
They have stepped up their staging.
The stage looks so good. It's just, and she sounds good too.
Oh,
the
she
problem
sounds great.
Is the song is just, it's a forever chorus song.
It's also, she just followed Brooke, and that is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a hard spot to be in.
Like, she's doing amazing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this performance. She sounds wonderful.
Oh, yeah, no.
Everything's great about this performance. It's just, I think this is just running order for her.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this one's definitely hurt by the running order.
After North Macedonia, we have Estonia next.
Yeah.
Come on now, Lily. This one is not just hurt by the running order. We knew that this song was not going to qualify. Come on.
I mean, I knew it wasn't going to qualify because it's a forever chorus.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter where they put it. It didn't matter where they put it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice over here a little bit. Instead of brutal.
It's a great song.
No, it's not. It's not.
It was just kind of always meant to stay in the semis.
No, this is not going to be the Switzerland of Semi 2.
Oh, no, not at all.
Malta,
oh, no.
Maybe.
No. The Switzerland of Sem. Oh.
No. I still don't know what happened with Switzerland. I'm still a little confused.
I don't know
there.
how. Mm-mm.
I don't know. Maybe someone scored. Maybe a couple of jurors scored that one upside down. We get at least one every year.
Yeah. I don't know what they did there. Like, I'm happy for Switzerland, but at the same time, just no. I have feelings and they're not great.
See, I see someone saying Avicii. I get something totally different, y'all.
I mean, he's just on the stage looking real good and
Oh,
sounding really
smile.
nice.
That smile. See, when he jumped over the thing, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'd roll my ankle and then have to fish me out of the water feature. It'd be a whole thing.
Oh no.
This is so Morricone. Nah, his smile is so charming.
He's
got the
so
charm.
charismatic. He's charming. I still feel like the stage is just a little too empty, but I love the performance.
Here's the issue. If we filled up the stage with what? That's the part that's like, actually, I'd almost rather him be by himself because I don't know what you would put in there. For real.
A saloon. Like
It's awful.
Some girls dancing.
Awful.
A bar fight. I'm trying to think of a horse. Ooh, like a fake horse.
Some like cacti and like tumbleweed going through something. I don't know. I just want something.
And that's when I fall into the water feature right there, baby.
Good soundtrack for a Western, absolutely.
When I hear this song, I think of Morricone. Like, that's my immediate reference is Morricone compositions. I just need a couple like wow, wow, wows, and we're there.
Just like a high noon draw somewhere in the background.
They do they close out with the transition that goes to the center. That's straight up Western. Like the way that was edited is very Western too, like with where they were choosing to put the camera. So yeah, I'm getting my Western vibe.
I mean, it has the Western vibe. I don't know. I agree with Brenda. Like, there's just something missing. I don't know what it is, but there's just something. I like the performance. It's good.
Maybe if they could ask Kelly to borrow his bull.
Oh, yeah. Get the bull out back on stage. Yeah, that would have been perfect. Just toss him up on the bull. Let him have some fun.
A couple of saloon doors he kicks in.
Just kicks in. Poof. Yeah.
What's something they drink on? I haven't watched a Western in so long.
What, like sarsaparilla?
There we go, sarsaparilla. Or grog. No, Western didn't drink grog.
No.
Couple of saloon girls. A whiskey.
Whiskey, yeah, friend. Yeah.
What? Okay, I guess these are like things that sound good. That's like wet dog mouth sounds. That does not sound good.
I'm not a fan of this interlude. It felt like filler. It's just okay.
I mean,
it basically is like a whole assortment of stock footage. Like, y'all didn't even shoot this. You purchased it.
No.
I'm just listening to Johnny Weir right now.
What's Johnny saying?
Oh, he's talking about the sounds of Busey, like his favorite sounds. There was no commentary about like San Marino or any of the performances so far, so.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do Romania now. Yeah, Mika and Laura are not doing the
baby
duet
downstairs.
Yet. We get Romania.
Oh. I got confused by the baby crying for a second.
I will say we are getting an interval act from Il Volo, and I'm an Il Volo fan. Grande Amore was my winner that year. Love, all glory to Mons, and his win brought us one of the best Eurovision shows ever, and I would say like organized, well organized behind the scenes as well, experience. So I will give it up to Mons for that. Grande Amore was it, you know.
That was
It
my
just
dad's winner too that year.
doing it.
That was my dad's favorite.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Yeah, there's I will say, there's a lot of padding, and like I said before earlier in the stream, it changes. Sometimes we get a lot of pad. Sometimes we don't get any pad at all. It's a little bit like, okay.
Well, the other thing is like, am I wrong? But there's not much stuff to move around. There's nothing to move around.
There really isn't.
There's nothing to move. There is
But
not
they've
a
been,
thing to move.
well, there's also in-ears. We've been having some in-ear issues.
Okay.
I did hear there's been some audio issues going on.
Yeah, Romania is serving me mid-2000s Eurovision. I see that reference there. But then again, I like this better than most songs from the mid-2000s in Eurovision. Those were the dark days, y'all. Those were the dark days.
Remember I said to keep in mind Israel's staging package when you experience this.
Okay.
All right. I'm still on the postcard, so keeping things in mind. Keeping things
Same.
in mind.
And yes, we are experiencing BBL fashion on the Eurovision stage.
Yep, I see it.
Oh, we are. Yep.
Romanian's related to Spanish, baby.
Is it just me, or does he not look as confident when he's doing some of the dance moves?
No, it's not just you. He looks a little lost.
He looks pretty lost. And keeping in mind with what Alesia said, like just comparing him straight up to Israel, because they're both the dance bops. They're both supposed to be the dance bops.
And he's a professional
Michael Ben
dancer.
David is
like
10
he's a
times more the
dancer
showman.
before. Oris is a dancer before a singer.
Yeah,
It's a little.
which is why I'm confused. He looks lost. I know we like to joke, that Blanco gets lost during Eurovision, but where's he's
It is more camp than Israel, but Israel wasn't serving camp and staging at all.
no, Israel was serving full on pure production. Whereas this is trying to serve camp, and I don't know if they're quite hitting it. It feels a little messy.
More than a little messy.
That's being polite. I'm being polite here.
I like this song, but this is just, no. It's like the staging needs to be sleek and polished. And we're not getting sleek and polished.
Polished about this at all. It's like they just...
Yeah, so I'm not... Oh, sorry. Me comparing Romania and Israel is not the same. These songs are not the same genre.
No.
So that's the first thing. And I'm actually not even comparing them. What I'm saying, though, is we have a male performer giving us something really slick and polished, whereas this one just, it doesn't have that slickness. It doesn't have that polish.
There's no
There's something a
crisp.
little bit more unfinished. Yeah, there's something a little bit I don't even want to say unfinished, but it's a different way of, I think, kind of treating the staging.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, let's be straightforward, and I think other times it's like, no, let's really crispen it, like, up, if that makes any sense. So no, it's not the same as comparing those, because it's two completely different genres.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Poland next. Let's see what we get.
I think I heard some Polish fans in the
Yeah, I
press
think
center
there were some Polish fans back there.
I mean, we have to be a little nice to him. He used to live in Rockville, so.
Oh yes, we need to be prepared for those effects.
Is it just me, or does he look a little uncomfortable too?
A little bit. I mean, he sounds fine.
Oh no, he sounds great. I'm just talking about the way he looks.
Yeah, no, I don't know if he's quite fully comfortable on the stage. He always serves vocally. It's amazing.
Yeah,
the
his voice is
mentors
always.
look great, you know?
Yeah.
The ring wraiths are swirling around. Although the kind of like stock After Effects, just rain effect onto the screen is a little cheesy. Yeah, the lightning as well is also very stock After Effects.
I think the benefit with Christian is, he's a really strong vocalist. I think that will be rewarded by the juries. Again, if Switzerland was able to make it through, I kind of do think we are going to get all of our sad boys. That's what I've predicted, but I'd said, given the show run, I think Poland is served the least with the running order. And I was thinking Azerbaijan would be hurt by the running order, but I think actually Azerbaijan coming, after Serbia and right before Georgia, it's a nice kind of ease.
Yeah.
About it. But I was worried for him. All right, we've got Montenegro now.
I think Azerbaijan actually was served pretty well. Poland, not as well. And it's a clean performance. It's a beautiful song, beautiful vocals, but just the camera effects that they chose to go with.
I'm sorry.
All right, Vladana. Oh, that dress, the lighting. Like, I know we've seen it, but like, it's beautiful.
It's like when she's blue and everything's so blue, with the color grading they're using, it's not serving her well. Yeah, no, I love someone who's avant-garde.
Just the vocal, very delicate, very light, powerful.
I just wish the song wasn't in English. I think that's my biggest issue with liking this song.
I
It's
feel
like
like
if this
it
was
would have benefited from at least maybe once or twice kind of going into English, but keeping it in the native language would have been chef's kiss.
exactly. I would have probably loved this if this was native language.
Like, I still like it. It's not like my go-to to listen to it at any point in time, but if it's on, I'll listen to it, but just at least once in English. The rest should have been a native language. That being said, she sings it flawlessly.
She sounds absolutely amazing.
She sounds great tonight.
Was that Italian? That wasn't in English. Okay. So she's doing the Italian and English version.
All right, we have by far one of my most frustrating staging packages this year,
Yeah.
which is Belgium,
That
because honestly, Belgium could have been a threat, but yeah.
Belgium's back on there. Last year was just because they had some seasoned talent who wouldn't let them do what the Belgian delegation likes to do with staging, which is just mess up a song. She's angry because they chose to go with that blue lighting that washes her out. I would be mad too, not gonna lie. Oh no, she sounded great, but
Oh, she was
again, that
amazing.
song is the issue is I have so much trouble with that song because like lyrically it's just so odd to me. It's like there's just lines in it that don't feel right, where I wouldn't have that issue if it was not in English. All right, time for Jeremy. Or
Time
Jeremy,
for
sorry.
Jeremy. Jeremy. He sounds good.
Yeah, he does sound good. The
Yeah, he
issue
sounds
is
good.
Mm.
It's just, yep. Belgium just did not do themselves any favors.
It's called Belgium back on not being able to stage stuff.
They are back on their track. I unfortunately feel like this is definitely one of the songs where people are just kind of getting up, going for a snack.
That choreography right there was a little weird.
A little. There are some interesting choices made.
Yeah,
And they were not good choices.
Belgium, as per usual, just disappointing with the staging package. Up next, we have Sweden. Hopefully, we won't have pad. We had pad during the rehearsal with this one, so we'll see.
Here's my question: when is Belgium going to hire you to fix some stuff Belgium over here? When are they going to run you your check so you can get them on the right track?
At this point, I don't even know if I want to help them. They've been so disrespectful with the fourth stage.
I mean, because it's like Belgium has had songs that could, if it was a song contest and only a song contest without the visual aspect, Belgium's brought stuff that could win.
Belgium the issue is amazing and strong songs and vocalists and performers. The problem is always they never know how to stage.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last 10 years, they staged well twice. And one of those, I'm not even going to give them the win on that at all. Actually, both of those, I'm not going to give them the win. That was someone else doing all the work there.
I'm just ready for Sweden. Give us our girl.
Oh my God, again. I will say that they did get into it. The camera angles have been better, but we did see the stagehand once. But the camera angles have been better from the rehearsals. Some of our shots were framed better than they were in the rehearsals tonight, so that's great. Cause tomorrow will hurt really bad. Cause I'm about to lose the best I ever had. Hold me closer, although you leave before the sunrise.
I love that you can hear the audience singing along with this. Like, Sweden is just... Cornelia is just nailing this. Yes, this is a moment. It is.
I need a tissue. I'm over here like you at the national final results. Woo! Oh, yes.
Cornelia.
Cornelia. Alesia, how bad does this one flash? Like, is it
What do you mean?
like, I don't want to get a migraine. So I'm just trying to know if I should
we're
minimize
flashing.
or not. Okay,
We're
I
flashing.
can't watch this one. I'll listen to it. Let me
Yeah,
just take
we're
that off
flashing.
my screen. I'm sorry,
sure.
guys.
You can do the beginning. You can
Okay.
get to the first chorus, and then I would hop out.
Okay, I'm gonna just make this because it's like it. I just don't want to get a migraine. I'm not in the mood for one of those today. Actually, you know what? Let me turn the lights up. That'll help.
All right, here they are. Here they are.
Oh.
This staging package is so good. They truly deserve to be shutting down this semi. It's so good. Where are you now when I miss
When I was
you?
able to watch it, I liked
You're
what I
sailing
saw.
around in my
This,
forever
yes.
world.
Staging hands down alone. This is a good closer. This is a almost perfect closer. I had doubts. I did have doubts, but oh man. Lighting, staging. Oh. They chose right. They chose right for Czech Republic.
She sounds the best we've heard her.
Lights off and then poof. This is the party to close with. And she's having a great time on stage. Yes. We are Domi quality. Just
They killed
quality.
that, y'all. They killed that. All right, y'all. I'm going to step away, and I'll be back.
Okay. All right. I wish I could have watched that. I really do. I'm just kind of like sitting here, like with my eyes closed, like kind of vibing to the music.
Just let me vibe. No. It's so good. The light show is spectacular.
I can't really say much. I mean, I watched up until the first chorus was over, and then I was like, "Nah, I'm out. I can't." Which makes me sad because it's like you know what? I know I would have probably liked it, but yeah, no, she was. That song was catchy. I mean, she sounded the best she sounded.
Oh, she sounded fantastic. That was so good for her.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to go back to my old lighting I like better. Here we go. Nope, not there yet. We'll get there eventually.
One day you'll get there. But
I'll almost be there.
Man. Oh man.
There we go.
I
I'm there.
did not think that Czech Republic should have closed. I was not fully in that camp, but I am so glad they did. I am so glad they did.
Yeah. I'm just pulling up. Did he just yell, I am? Oh, you're like, I think you're 5 seconds behind me.
I'm 5 seconds behind you, but I'm also just, I think Peacock is just letting their hosting kind of take over some of the intervals.
Okay.
Right now they're recapping Poland and they're talking about Poland.
I mean, I'm okay with that. He used to live in the US. So maybe that's why.
That is exactly why.
He's like he used to live around Alesia and I, where we live.
Yeah. He's from the East Coast for sure.
Like, I think he's from Boston, but I know he graduated from high school over here. Can we send 15 songs, though? Yes, David, can we send 15 songs, though? But who are the 3 we would leave behind?
I have thoughts.
Maybe 11 songs. That way, we get a full 26-song final.
Yes, it would be nice,
Let's see.
I like what Poland did sonically. I hate what they did with the camera.
Yeah, I was laughing. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help but laugh.
Stock shaking of the camera, the stock, everything else, the water on the screen, the terrible lighting. It just takes away from a great performance.
He did give us a good meme because that edit of like, just Ireland with the same.
Yeah,
that's so fun. I love that one. Okay, top 10 from France, Georgia, Australia, Azerbaijan, Serbia, Belgium, Poland, Czech Republic, Sweden, Finland, and Montenegro, or Ireland. Okay. Yeah, guys, go vote. Don't forget to vote for. I'm going to say this,
guys.
I'm going to call out. You have a cute Anya icon, so you should vote for San Marino because I know my animus.
I'm saying get.
The UK was in semi. The UK was in semi. Voted in semi 1. Sorry about that. San Marino brought the show.
Oh, San Marino was a show.
We need San Marino in the final just for that staging.
I just want them in this. Are they going to win? No. Are they going to have an amazing stage and make it one of the most fun finals in a while? Yes.
San Marino, from a production standpoint, you want San Marino in your final.
You do. You really do.
Okay, Serbia, Azerbaijan, San Marino, Estonia, Australia, Ireland, Sweden, Czech Republic, Poland, and Romania.
I think we can lose Romania. I'm sorry, but
I don't know because I didn't mind Cyprus's vocal. Maybe
I like Cyprus. Look, no, I think we both could be biased here a little bit.
Yeah,
but I was pleased with Cyprus.
Yeah,
I was pleased with Cyprus.
All right, Alesia, I'm going to bounce for about 2 minutes. I'll be right back too. I got to just...
But Ireland was on fire tonight. That 5 to 10 second delay with all the recaps is great.
Yeah, I don't know where my brain is at because I think it's interesting because I've never had a Eurovision. I feel like there have been years where it's I want all 10 of these songs. And I think just where I happen to occupy it's if I just get this handful, I'm cool and everybody else can get in. Even for the songs that I maybe don't care for too much, I'm cool with it getting in because I'm as long as I got mine, I'm cool.
How are you feeling with your prediction?
I mean, again, I think I tend to think that my original before seeing the rehearsal one is the one that I really
solid.
go with. Yeah, like the one that I typically am like, I commit to, but I think it's fun to move it around and just show people how like my perspective has evolved a little bit and how staging can affect it. But I mean, I think that there was a couple that I had through that other people kind of thought maybe I was crazy to put through when I did. So,
I still can't believe people thought you were crazy for putting Australia through. Like,
well, and Czech Republic based off of her vocals, I guess, in the pre-parties. But I was like, no, we've heard her sing it live. Well, I am confident that we'll get that again.
yeah.
Alicia, do you think San Marino and Finland? Yeah. Do you think San Marino and Finland can qualify together? I think that there is a world where they do. I think before, like going into this, Finland was more solid than San Marino, and then after being here, San Marino, I think, kind of found its way in a little bit more set. Oh, is this the one that I don't? Oh, yeah. If y'all want to use the restroom on this interlude, I definitely need a refill of your snacks or drinks. You're not missing anything. This is the moment to get up and go. I would recommend.
Bathroom break time.
Yeah, this is really good.
Oh no.
Wait. If the first songs they announce are Finland, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Malta. Well, you know, I said that I moved Malta up to being a threat. I did. Lily, are you good to come back? I don't know yet.
I don't see Malta being much of a threat after tonight.
Well, but we can't forget the jury last night.
Jury show, yes, that's fair.
The jury last night. So, you know, although I do think she was a little bit pitchy this evening, I heard good things from the jury show with Malta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting us covered.
I have to go back to my first instinct with Romania. Romania sort of, well, this is the thing. I actually had Romania on the fence before we had rehearsals. I was having Romania as a fence. If somebody fumbles the bag here, Romania's the one to come in and snatch it. But where I feel now, I don't know. I'm sort of 50-50 on it. And again, this is the challenge when we're in a semi where, to be honest, I just don't feel that passionate about a big enough swath of these songs. So I'm just sort of in this space of just like, who cares? Either it gets in or it doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? If it gets in, cool. If it doesn't get in, cool. You know, I'm just sort of like, you know, here. Yeah.
Just give you your like 4 or 5 songs that you want in, and the rest is fine.
Yeah, and I'm like, the rest of it, I'm like, y'all can have it. And I mean, and I will say this. I will also say, I talked to myself enough that I could lose Ireland. I talked to myself enough in my head that I was like, at least, you know, before we even got here. So I think I've set myself up to where I'm like, if I lose it, I will not be bummed. Lily, are you ready? Okay.
I'm sorry. This I have to mute this interval because it's.
I told everyone to go to the bathroom and get some snacks.
I mean, I went during the recap, so
It's kind of a mess.
no. Jordan was texting like, "Is it as weird on screen as it is in person?"
Someone said Romania had a great
a
response
little bit more
on Twitter.
comfortable with Ireland being there, though.
I mean, I think so after being here on the ground. That's why I put it through. But, you know, I had to be realistic of it before we got here. And, yeah.
Have that good talk with yourself. Just like, you know, I have to be prepared to let Cyprus go, even though I don't want to.
Wait a second.
Someone said maybe Andromaki sang better yesterday. No. Everyone actually said that it was a pretty collective, like it was not good yesterday. So I don't know.
I was listening in. It didn't sound. It sounded about the same as it did today. Again, I don't have an issue with it. I just noticed something. Are Mika's suits all the same to me with different colors? Is the cuts the same?
I think that is. I think they are.
Okay. I mean, hey, it's like me when I find a pair of jeans I like, I buy it in every color. Or if I find something I enjoy, I buy it in every color.
So someone said, "How was Ireland a standout? She looked like a high school performer." Okay, James. I see you're coming in with the shade late. Well, compared to some of the other female upbeat entries we had, she was on the pitch and key. The staging package actually helped to elevate the song. The song is extremely current. It sounds like what people are actually listening to. So, yeah.
Oh, yes. Brooke's journey from national
And I would say
final
yes.
to semis.
But the national final was a situation.
Yes, which is what it was. But seeing the glow up of Brooke and just the whole performance has been amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I love Brooke. Brooke needs to be like a global pop star, as far as I'm concerned, because she gives
Brooke
us
will be a global pop star.
She just gives us such great personality and just everything about her. Like, she's the kind of person when you see, you're like, I want to be friends with that girl.
Yes.
Like, that's the girl I want to be friends with.
She's the one that, you can like kind of run into across the street and would be super down to just say hi and like grab drinks with.
Exactly. Like, you're always, and you always have a good time when you're out with her too.
Oh, always.
Yeah. And now I'm just kind of vibing with the recap here.
Oh, the recap.
Honestly, I'm sold on Azerbaijan.
I thought, yeah, Sweden staging was good. Okay, see,
Yeah.
I told you would be. Yeah, I told you.
I should believe.
But again, that's another one. Well, I was also gonna say too. I was like, but also, either it makes it in or it doesn't. Who cares? Who cares? I'm like, I'm like being generous with 5 songs that I need in, but there's like 4 I need in. One of which I'm willing to let go, because I have to be realistic. I can't be greedy, So, there's space for Azerbaijan as far as I'm concerned. There's space for everybody here in this semi to move along, Oh, this is a good question. What's your stand on Finland now? I think, I put Finland, I moved it from the end to the fence, but that it could snatch anyone's seat. It could snatch a seat. It could snatch a seat. It's the Rasmus. The staging is slick and professional.
I just can't get over the opening shot where he looks like Pennywise. That did make me laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
The
very
yellow
clear it reference.
Just everything was very much like, okay, sorry, I see what you're doing there. I mean, it's a good song.
It was the Rasmus. They were good. They had a great performance. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about it a little bit because it opened.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but like,
after San Marino, that's the performance you remember.
Oh man, yeah. But that's the thing.
You're talking about the rock songs. That's the one that you remember.
You can put him at any slot, and you're gonna remember him.
Yeah.
Stefan is just so charming. Like, just Stefan is so charming. You know what? Maybe I'm turning into a wine mom. Can I be a wine mom who doesn't drink wine? Like, I can just drink like sparkling grape juice or something, and I can't drink. It makes me sleepy. Just a little bit of wine every day. Yes, vote for Ireland.
Vote for Ireland.
Honestly, that's your timeline. My timeline is nothing but San Marino. Like, my timeline is just straight up San Marino.
I'm pretty sure if I looked at my phone right now, it would be blowing up with San Marino, with Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I'm like kind of curious what's happening on my timeline. But yeah, no, mine. When I took a peek at my phone, it was all San Marino and Ireland, both. So
yeah, I'm very curious.
I think it just depends on who you follow, what side of the Eurovision fandom you're kind of in. I don't know about the general. I mean, Eurovision is trending on Twitter, even in the US, because my Twitter feed is like calibrated to the States. So that's good. Yeah, no.
What were y'all's thoughts on the Sun for this semi?
I think it was less distracting this semi. There were not as many songs where I was like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because like with certain ones in semi one, it was like, oh, that's so
it
distracting.
was kind of an issue in semi one, but because semi two has such amazing staging,
yeah,
it was just kind of buried in there. Plus, like with Malta, like you had it looked like a sun.
Yeah,
it
Malta
did what it needed to do.
I don't know what Malta's original plan was, but that looked like it was plan A.
Yeah, it looked like that could have been from the go. That's what they were going for, and it worked.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, like Sweden just covered it up. Sweden didn't need it. Sweden didn't care.
We already knew what Sweden was going to look like.
We did.
March. Or no, she started in February. Was she in? She was in the first heat of. No,
it wasn't broke. Don't fix it. Yeah. Elevate it. Don't fix it.
Yeah, I think
Belgium is
out
definitely
too.
Out.
Belgium.
We've been thinking that.
Like, if Belgium doesn't wow us in the staging, their first rehearsal, we just kind of always go, okay, Belgium. Okay. And it's like
you can be attached to the song and it's great. You can be. But their staging will always let them down.
Yeah. That's the problem I have with Belgium. They could win if they got their staging together. They really could, but they don't. They don't. Is it El Volo time?
Just give me a Volo.
I know I want El Volo.
I think we actually are probably going to get another ballad wave with semi.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, yeah. So here's my thing: if we get another ballad wave this semi, do you think that we're going to have a ballad winner because Europe's playing ballads more, or do you think we're going to have an upbeat winner because upbeat songs are going to stand out more?
That part I can't predict. I mean, because Spain could have a moment maybe where then people. I don't know. I'm in the camp of Ukraine winning now at this point.
Okay.
Honestly.
We've been converted over to that. I mean,
yeah.
And Germany would probably host, which I'm okay with.
I think Germany would be okay with it too.
They're not gonna host from their own
no
merits anytime soon.
Not for a while.
It's so weird listening to El Volo with only two of them. It's just like.
Well, no, the other guy is singing. He is singing. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is in English.
I love this song.
Oh, no, I love this song, too. I just. Okay, this is weird. So it's like an English and an Italian version together.
Yes, they did come third. Well, they kept the chorus.
Who came second?
They kept the Russia.
It was
Million Voices. A million
okay, I
voices.
can't remember
Yep.
back that far.
Yeah.
I can't remember what placing other than first. No. Yeah. Oh no! Go get someone fine, David. That's a tragedy. More.
Oh my God, I'm getting nervous.
It's so close. It's so close.
I'm just curious. I really am curious how this one shakes out.
I'm curious to see because it could be a ballad wave, which would be very interesting to see in the grand final. What is Europe feeling? What do they want?
Confusion.
Because they're going either super ballady or you're going to have something like Spain just come through.
Because that's the thing is like. Also, we have to remember like the semi-final night crowd is different from the final night crowd.
Oh yeah, no, the final crowd is something completely different. For a lot of people, that's their first actual run of Eurovision, of what they're seeing, what they're hearing.
Like I have a friend that she's like, just text me when you want me to vote for San Marino. I'm like, okay, go ahead and do it now. Because she's working tonight, but she'll watch on Saturday.
Okay, y'all.
Semis is kind of for the bubble.
We've got a good question. Who are y'all all? We can all answer. Who are y'all all most nervous about?
I was nervous for Ireland, but I'm feeling better about Ireland. I might be nervous for Serbia just because I think people are just going to kind of lose her a little bit.
See, I'm looking and I was like, I have the songs I really, really want in the final, but I'm confident that the songs I really, really want in the final are going to go through. The one I'm the most concerned with is probably maybe San Marino.
Really?
Just because, like, I'm confident about Brooke. I'm confident about Cornelia.
Oh, Cornelia's hands down.
And in the semi, I only really, really want 3 songs to go through. Like, I have 3 songs I need in the final. Other than that, I can go either way on them. So I'm gonna go San Marino because that's the one I'm the most kind of hesitant about.
See,
especially
I have like 5.
if you're. Yeah.
And that one's Cyprus, and I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Just let me be nervous.
If it makes you feel better, my sister, Cyprus is one of her favorites, and she's super casual. Like she only watches the final, and that's it. But when I played, like I was listening to the songs, her 2 favorite songs were the Netherlands and Cyprus. So
Yeah, I agree with this comment here. It's a weird semi. I didn't even bother updating my top this week. Whatever happens, happens. I think because I am deeply in a whatever happens, happens, I don't know if I'm really nervous for anyone. I'm curious and I'm feeling my adrenaline sort of build towards what is going to happen. Because I really think once we get the semis, because this is a thing that I think who predicts stuff, I think sometimes they forget to look at like what we lost. And so then they go into the final not having the right math and mindset together because it's like, but if we lost this one and this one, that can give you a little bit of a clue of where we're going. I just sort of feel like we'll get what we get. And I mean, because there's a lot of songs that I do just feel are solid that need to go through, and we're going to get those. And so everything else is just like, it would be a nice to have. Yeah, okay, let me say. No, they said that before. No. They like had a press release and everything like, no, that wouldn't happen. So.
Yeah. See, I'm curious, with that interval act that you just saw with the video clips, what did you think of, like, because I know you're not, like, you haven't gone through every year yet, Sarah. Or did any of those make you go, what? Any of those clips?
Yeah, there's a couple. You know, I'm making my way through. I know some of them.
Yeah. It's one of those things, like, whenever, I don't know, whenever I see people who are, like, new, I'm like, oh, what did you think of this one? don't know. This semi was good from like an entertainment standpoint. For me, I think it was really entertaining, but like I don't have the same kind of feelings I had for Semi 1 personally.
I'm not as like invested as I was with Semi 1. Semi 1, I was full on not
Yeah.
wanting to say goodbye to as many songs
It feels
or
like
not ready to.
It feels like 2018 to me this year. Like 2018 was a year where Semi 1 I was very attached to. And like for me personally, in 2018 I think Semi 1 was stronger than the actual final. And I didn't really care about the second semi that much. This year I'm kind of feeling similar to that, where it's like I care way more about the first semi than I do about the second. I just want two semis that aren't even, y'all.
You know, Semi 2 was great. It was a good stage show and good production.
Yeah.
I'm just not attached to as many. So I'm not as, I don't feel like the heartbeat. Because, like, I know who's, like, Sweden. I know what Sweden's doing.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue with, like, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, typically, is they don't change anything from the national final to Eurovision. They just keep it the same.
Yeah,
So like,
but I'm not mad about it.
It's like you know what you're going to get, and you know it's going to be consistent and good because they've worked out all the kinks on their end of delegate, like on their end, months ago. And there's a method to that, but it's certain, like for Sweden, I'm more confident with it because in Sweden you don't only hear the song once; you have to go through it twice at least. With Denmark, it's just one show and they're done. I know I love Chanel so much.
I love Chanel.
We're now going to see our clip.
I'm ready to see this clip.
I want to see this clip. I am. Give me Chanel.
This is the thing. People have to remember when you want to put someone in, you got to take someone out. So, yeah.
I love the costume change for Chanel.
Oh, yes.
I love the new costume.
Her costuming,
It sparkles so nice on stage.
It went from good. It went from good to yes.
Now we're going to have Sam up to
I'm still on Spain.
How do you feel about Sam's staging, y'all? Do y'all feel like it's y'all? Oh, I was going to say, but what's let me know when we get to UK what you'll think of how y'all feel about the package. Do you think it's a winning staging package?
Okay, I'll let you know when we get there. I like how he's wearing like jumpsuits. It's all keeping it consistent. He's like a human Labrador.
He is. He's a golden retriever. He is the embodiment of a human golden retriever. Ah, Spain. All right. Just let me go to Spain.
Yeah, no. I love Sam. Sam is just so, and his attitude is so good. Like between, honestly, I know with Ireland and with the UK, they've been kind of in the doldrums as far as Eurovision goes, but they couldn't have asked for two better like representatives this year to really show love to the contest. Yes. And to have people really love them too.
Like they're so passionate and they just bring such a great package and just great everything.
All right, let me look at this staging here. I love his outfit though.
Okay, there's the staging package. Okay. I've seen pictures, but seeing it in the clips.
Yeah.
Winning package? No. Amazing package? Yes. Quality, yes. Amazing. Like, this is what the UK needs to be bringing consistently.
Yeah.
Like, this is elevated.
Yeah, no. For some reason, I get the feeling the UK might win the jury vote. I don't know if there's just something about the combination of song.
No,
and the
not winning the jury vote. I don't think so at all. I think they'll place high. They will place very high there.
It's just
I don't know, y'all.
Just my gut is going UK is going to win the jury vote. I might be completely deluded, but that's what I'm feeling.
No.
It's not that. I'm telling you, I'm about to whisper in your ear and get you on the train. Ukraine might be winning the jury and the televote. Just yeah.
I can see Ukraine winning jury
and televote. I'm telling you.
My thing is, like, it has rap in it still, so that's my biggest concern when it comes to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be my
I mean, I hear you on that.
Of how the jury treats, and even the public treats rap, generally speaking.
I will say, Malik is really good looking.
He's cute.
Yeah,
he's cute, like, in a childish way.
He's got the heart. He's got heart. He's there.
Like, I don't know. I see him. I see like a 19-year-old kid. I don't know. How old is Malik? Do we know his age?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is he not a 19-year-old?
Hold on. I don't know how old. He's like 20-something. He's 20-something. He's not 22. Let's see. Can someone look it up?
Okay. Let's investigate how old Malik is. He's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still too young. That's still too young.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like if I knew what I was doing the year you were born, you're too young. That woman went 98. Yeah, I was definitely watching like Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls.
Y'all, okay.
Disney Channel, Lizzie McGuire.
Y'all.
Always time for voting.
Is it time?
Okay. I always love, like, kind of thinking too about the order of when, because I do think that there's, I think the producers are a little bit like injecting a little bit of drama. But I will say the fact that they said Switzerland early, I didn't agree. I was like, they should have waited that till that would have been the producer move that I would have done.
They had to wait for the Netherlands to go last, as is tradition. They had to wait for the Dutch to be the last one.
Okay, but like,
oh my god,
that was a move.
Okay. I don't know if y'all want to mute me because I'm gonna leave the sound on, and I'm ahead. I don't know, or maybe you want to experience with me. Oh my god.
I'm okay. I'm okay with
now I'm nervous.
Oh boy.
Here we were saying we didn't care about what happened, and now we do.
It's the nerves.
Well, I don't care. Yeah, of just finding out. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I shouldn't have had a Red Bull.
Heart palpitation.
Sweden, just get it out the way.
I can't do it. You look so confused. Did I hear what I think I just heard?
Did I hear Belgium? Did I hear Belgium?
Oh my god. Well, then Belgium took.
What?
What the?
Well, that's what I had before. I had Belgium on the fence. Oh my God. Oh wow.
How?
Oh wow.
How?
Oh good. Yep. Czech Republic. Yes, they needed this. They needed this. They needed this.
Yes, Czech Republic.
They needed this. They needed this. And deserved it. Deserved it. Yes.
Good. Good. I'm happy for them. I'm so happy for the Czech
Belgium
Republic.
looks shocked. Belgium look.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Not
Yep.
a surprise. Not at all.
Not a surprise.
Belgium is surprising. What is with Belgium?
Whoever's in the background over there happy.
Poland. Not a surprise. Not a surprise.
Okay, now I'm
Not a
nervous.
surprise. Not a surprise.
Now I'm nervous.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
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 I'm worried now.
Finland got it. Finland got it.
Okay,
Finland got it.
Okay.
Yep. Finland got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now I'm nervous.
Well, Finland had Sweden and Estonia.
Maybe Belgium scooped Estonia.
I still don't.
Oh, cool. We got Estonia.
We have Estonia.
We have Estonia. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my
What
God.
about Sweden or Australia?
Well, Sweden, Australia, Serbia. Sweden,
Serbia.
Australia, Serbia.
Oh no.
Sweden, Australia, Serbia. Australia's in.
There's Australia.
Australia's in. We got all of our sad boys.
All
Yep.
the sad boys are.
We said that. We said after Tuesday, we said it was more likely than not. Yep. Yep. What's on? Sweden, Serbia. Sweden and Serbia of the certain ones. God. Oh my
Now
God.
I'm just say Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden, there we go.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now I'm actually nervous. Oh no.
I just need Serbia
So-
and I'm happy. I just need Serbia and
So,
I'm happy.
yeah, I think of our certainty kind of folks, Serbia is the one. I mean, and San Marino's on the table, Israel. Well, I don't think we're getting Malta then. I don't think we're getting Malta.
No.
Romania made it.
What? Did Romania? What?
Yo. So we said that Cyprus was likely out.
Cyprus is gone.
We said like
I
Cyprus
just want
was
San
likely
Marino.
out.
I want San Marino. I want
just
San
want
Marino.
Serbia.
Ireland's on the
Just give me
table. Serbia, San Marino, Israel, Ireland. Because I don't think we're getting North
Ireland.
Macedonia, Montenegro, or Georgia. Those are out. I think Malta's out. Cyprus is
Serbia
out.
and Ireland. That's all I
No,
need.
maybe Cyprus is in.
Not San Marino.
Yo. Serbia's in. Okay. So we got Serbia early. Okay. So Israel's on the table. We lost Ireland. Yeah, we lost San Marino, Israel, and Ireland.
Wow.
Malta, we pretty much knew we weren't going to get. Cyprus, we pretty much knew it was unlikely.
You know what? I feel like Saturday's going to be kind of boring now. I really think the final's going to be boring. Because what do we have that's high impact and interesting?
Who put Belgium through?
Okay, y'all. All right.
I can't believe San Marino's
I'm
there.
shocked by Romania. I'm shocked
at Romania.
I'm shocked by a lot of these results. They just are so.
Well, I'm gonna have to go, y'all. Honestly,
Right.
I still say, like, my heart is not really broken because, ultimately, I got Sweden, I got Australia, I got Czech Republic. I lost Ireland and San Marino, but I was prepared to lose them. Really, Sweden, Australia, Czech Republic.
Yeah,
Those were my ones that I really. I wanted it for Ireland, but like I said, I've been preparing myself kind of this whole season to lose it. And San Marino, it was kind of like, we'll see when we kind of get on the ground if it has a chance to scoop. Israel not qualifying, I guess, isn't too crazy. But yeah, thanks all for joining. All right. We'll be back on the final. This is going to be interesting. All right.
Yeah, we'll be back on the final.
Okay, bye.
See you guys.